Welcome
Hello.
to Behind the Sofa.
Which is, for those who don't know, a Doctor Who, generally Doctor Who related vidcast starring me, Dee Cool.
And me, Lewis Moon. Today, on episode 17, we are going to be discussing The Invasion of Time, starring Tom Baker.
Tom Baker.
So,
did you want to start off with your story roundup?
well, I just want to give a little bit of news first of all,
Yeah.
about our convention special coming up in March.
Okay, yeah, crack on.
Just before we get on to the actual show, bit of news. We are going to do a special episode talking about our local conventions that we are going to go to, which are the Bournemouth Film and Comic Con and Greedy Goblin Con. This will air as a joint episode with both of them as a convention special, late March, early April. So yeah.
Something to look forward to there.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have some little surprises for you.
Hopefully so. Right then, give us a bit of a rundown on Invasion of Time. What does it mean?
So, with the Doctor taken over after being crowned President of Gallifrey, Leela and a group of Time Lords have to stop an alien invasion, but just after the Vardans are defeated, an old foe returns.
Okay. So, there we have it. Shall we kick off straight in with the questions?
So, who, my man, is the Doctor in this very story?
As we mentioned at the beginning of the programme, it is probably the best, or I think probably most people's favourite Doctor.
Yes.
Certainly my favourite Doctor, the great Tom Baker.
I think Tom Baker's great in this one. Cause
Tom Baker's great in pretty much all of them, isn't he?
In Evil Edge and some of it.
I think one of the great things about Tom Baker is that even when the stories aren't so strong,
he's strong.
he still shines through, doesn't he?
He's
just such a
the
character.
best thing about all of the stories.
Yeah.
In Tom Baker's run.
I think so, yeah. So, if the Doctor is Tom Baker, the fourth Doctor,
yes,
who did he have by his side as his companion?
So it's the best companion and doctorship, in your opinion, Leela.
It is. So
And it's your favourite Doctor, favourite companion.
that's it. So what more could I ask for? I'm happy. Immediately, it's obviously going to be number one in my chart, then, isn't it? Well, we shall see later when we look at the ratings for it in a bit more detail. But it's also, whilst it's a Leela episode, it's also Leela's last episode, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So how long was she in it for?
She was in it from Face of Evil in 1977 to this one in 1978.
And I think Leela actually had a really difficult job because she came in after probably most people's favourite companions of all time. In terms of
Sarah Jane. And also my favourite companion of all time.
Yeah. So I think it
Sarah
was in the same way as it was probably very difficult for Peter Davison when he took over from Tom Baker. I think Leela was a very different sort of companion, wasn't she?
Yes.
To what we'd had before with Sarah Jane. Very much more sort of action-packed, adventurous, feisty sort of woman, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
And great.
She was
incidentally, a really lovely lady as well, because we met her last year at Bournemouth Comic Con, didn't we?
We did.
Louise
And
Jameson.
hopefully we'll get to next year, in March, get to show you some of the people we meet this time.
Hopefully so.
And Fraser Hines is going to be there.
He is, yeah.
And Gemma Redgrave.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's the format of this one? Is that the right question?
Yeah.
I've got it right after all these years.
So, the format is a 6-part adventure.
So that's
Because there's quite a lot going on in this story. If you think about it, there's the Vardans, Leela's farewell.
Yep.
The Doctor being taken over, and the
Yep.
Sontarans.
Don't you think? Am I right in thinking, in terms of the Tom Baker era, it's quite rare to have longer stories like this? I mean, the vast majority are 4-parters, aren't they?
Most of them. I mean, there's Genesis and Seeds of Doom and this one and Talons and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I stand corrected. Actually, that's more than I was thinking. Because I was forgetting that Genesis of the Daleks was more than 4 parts.
Were you?
Yeah.
6.
6 parts. Yeah. I think there's a big difference on it, and I'll come on to it when we start talking about the episode in a bit more detail.
Yeah.
So
this is on to the proper questions
Mhm.
now. The best
you always go a bit mental in the best baddie question, don't you?
I do, yeah. I like to sing a little bit there.
Yeah.
My vocal
Best baddie. So what do we have in
sing.
terms of baddies?
We have the Vardens
Mhm.
and we have the Sontarans.
And also, to a certain extent, you could say possibly the Time Lords.
Castellan and
Hmm.
everything. Yeah, I suppose so.
But it's an odd one, isn't it? Because although it's a 6-part story, the villains or the baddies, change a bit as it goes on, don't they?
Yes.
So you've said that you feel that the best ones are the Sontarans, but the Sontarans don't actually come into it until episode.
Four.
Is it the end of episode?
Yeah,
4?
end of episode 4.
So actually only in two stories.
Episodes.
2 episodes, sorry.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like how they're all celebratory after destroying the Vardens, and the Sontarans go along.
So it could quite easily have been 2 stories, couldn't it?
Yes.
Which are closely linked. So what did you make of them, the Vardens?
They were quite good. They weren't like standout in the whole history of Doctor Who, but they were quite good.
Sontarans then, if I ask you some
Yeah.
just general things, how many times have we seen the Sontarans prior to this episode?
The Time Warrior and the Sontaran experiment.
Okay, so that's interesting. How many episodes is the Time Warrior? Is that a 4-parter?
Yeah. Wait, yeah.
Then the Sontaran experiment is only
Only a
2-parter,
two-parter.
isn't it? So
So all
That's a short
types of. And then there's a 3-parter.
Hmm.
And the
So-
Modern Who 2-parter.
So with the Sontarans, you don't know what you're going to get. All
No.
I could say is that I wish we had Sontarans like that again now.
Yeah. I
Don't
know.
you? We've talked about this. I don't know whether we've talked about it on this show or not, or whether it was just on the podcast. But
Yeah.
these
Listen to
days,
the podcast.
the Sontarans just a bit too. They're not. Well, let's face it. However much I like Strax, he's essentially a good guy,
Yeah.
and the Sontaran shouldn't be, should he? Really?
No, you shouldn't.
What we've essentially got is a sort of comedy character. Whereas actually, Sontarans were anything. They might look a bit funny because they're big potato heads, but they were anything but comedy characters, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so if we're saying that the Sontarans are the best baddies, what do you think is the best bit or the best bits across the 6 episodes?
One of the best bits is the first appearance in this story of the Sontarans.
Mm-hmm. Takes you by
It's a
surprise a bit, doesn't
classic.
it?
Yeah. If you didn't know the Sontarans were going to be in it, then it would have taken you by surprise.
Because, like you touched on just a minute ago, you get the impression that the story's coming to an end, don't you? And that they've defeated the baddies. You know, and it's also like a celebration time. But in doing so, I can't put my finger exactly on how they defeat them now, but the means that they defeated them by was essentially what the Sontarans used to gain access, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's
So
quite clever.
so actually they were sort of like the authors of their own destruction,
Yes.
albeit that they don't get destroyed. But you'd know that. You know, I'm not ruining anything there. You know the
No.
Doctor's not going to get destroyed.
And also, Leela's farewell is another classic moment.
Yeah, I find a little tear in my eye with that bit because there's no more Leela.
And K9 Mark 1 leaves.
He does, yeah.
Then we get another K9. So
What's your take on K9? Do you like K9 or not?
I like K9.
I mean, at the time, in the... What year was this? Was it late 70s?
1980... No, 17... No! 78. 78.
Right, so 1978.
1978.
Around this sort of time, there were, K9 was really big, really huge. Everybody loved K9. I get it sort of added a little bit of humour to it, to a certain extent.
It did, yeah.
Yeah. So very sad moment to see Leela go. Who came next? Was it Romana?
Romana won, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have you got any other best bits written down there?
No, I haven't. Have you got any more to touch on?
I think there is. There's a really great moment in this
there
episode,
are.
isn't it? Where basically the Doctor is made the president.
And then turns a little bit evil.
Yeah. Yeah. But essentially, that moment when he becomes president of Gallifrey is then touched upon at various other times, is it not?
It is,
Throughout the history of Who.
Yeah.
So it's quite an important episode in that respect, I would suggest.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Best supporting cast.
I'd say the actor who played Castellan.
Mhm.
I don't know who that is because the cast listings for Classic Who on the official Doctor Who website are absolutely terrible.
Being prepared like we were, because we sort of doing this fairly late on in the evening, we didn't have time to quickly look it up on IMDb.
This is like almost 7 o'clock.
Yeah. So, I think I'd agree with you, actually. I really like the whole sort of bit with the Time Lords in this one. And the fact that you're not necessarily sure at certain times whether they're good or bad. And I guess that's a sort of similar theme as what you get quite often with the Time Lord episodes. And there's a little bit of good and bad in all the Time Lords other than the Doctor. So, okay.
Best part.
Best part. So which of the 6 parts do you like best?
I like part 4 because this introduces the Sontarans to us.
Albeit they're only in it right at the end, aren't they?
Yes.
So you think that ending is so dramatic?
Yeah.
That's what
really,
merits it
you
being.
thought it, but
Yeah, I mean, I do agree. I think it is the 4th one.
yeah.
Can I ask you something about this episode?
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily fit directly in with these questions, but it's more of a general comment. Do you think that this episode is a bit long? The story, so is a bit long.
I think there is a lot to fit in, but I do think so. Yeah. 5 parts, maybe. I think.
I do feel that.
But that isn't a format common to.
We'll get onto our ratings of the episode in a minute, but I do feel that however much I enjoyed watching it, which I did feel that it dragged a little bit. Perhaps.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think it's probably 1 part too many.
It is.
But it's still.
It's still good.
It is still good.
So should we move on to the leaderboard?
Yes. So first of all, can you remember where it is in the Doctor Who magazine?
So it is 188
out of
241.
So it's quite a
Very
long way
low.
down.
Yeah.
So that's where the Doctor Who magazine. So that's where you guys basically, I guess, isn't it? Really, is the general public rated it. How did we rate it?
Well, let's flash it up.
Okay.
So bum 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 shum shum shum.
So there you are. You see
so you see that I've got it at 7th, which is quite high, and Decool's got it quite a far way away from me at 13th.
Okay.
Quite low out of 18.
Yeah, but I think from our general discussions after we watched it, I think you prefer this episode to me.
Yes.
Even though it's got my favourite Doctor and my favourite companion in it, I think because it does seem to drag a little bit, I've placed it fairly low.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But what do you think? That's what we'd love to know is what your thoughts on this episode.
What do you think? Comment below.
In the comments boxes.
Yes.
We'd love to hear, actually. We'd love to get some more comments from people on it.
So, yeah, that's the end of our review, is it?
I think it is. And just as in Invasion of Time, halfway through, the Sontarans come in.
Yeah, after this very quick interval with the Sontaran saying something, we have a game of...
Yes or no.
So, welcome back. After that very, 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 very quick interval.
So we're on to the section that he likes to call yes
or no.
Which is a fairly basic concept where he will ask me various questions of which I am not allowed to say yes and I am not allowed to say no, and would inevitably say them within about 3 questions like I did last time.
Yeah, and I think the last one was on episode 3.
I think it probably was, yeah.
Yeah,
Then I will do the same to you.
It's quite an entertaining sort of game, so...
Which I'm very bad at, as I am in most games.
So, remember, he can't say yes or no. At the moment, it's 1-0 to me in these games.
Okay, let's crack on then, shall we?
Okay, so, starting off, do you like Zygons?
I like Zygons. They're one of my favourite monsters that have ever appeared in the series.
Why?
Because I think they look really cool. I like the suckery things that they've got on their bodies. I think they're very different. They can shift shapes, which is pretty cool. And also they got really cool, typically monstrous, villainous voices.
What about the Sensorites? Do you prefer them?
I think I still prefer the Zygons, even though I like the concept of the Sensorites.
Really?
I believe so.
Is this game hard?
This game's always difficult.
Do you like Behind the Sofa?
Behind the Sofa, and I'm sure everybody here will agree, is actually the best Doctor Who programme. It is so good that it's even better than Doctor Who itself. I think you'll agree.
You host it, don't you?
Would you call me a host? I think I'm more so a sidekick.
It's about Doctor Who. Why do you like the show?
This particular show, Behind the Sofa?
No, Doctor Who.
Doctor Who in general. I think what I like about Doctor Who is the fact that it can take you anywhere, anytime. It can throw any story at you, and you could basically... I think any concept you could make work in Doctor Who.
So what's the best thing about it?
The fact that there are no boundaries.
Really?
I believe so.
Did you enjoy Series 9?
Series 9 was probably my favourite New Who series.
Why did you like it?
Because it was dark, and because Capaldi is the best Doctor of the modern era.
Was it the best season yet?
Certainly of New Who.
Thank you. Have you enjoyed this game?
I have loved this game. I've done substantially better than normal.
Is it my turn?
I believe so.
You would.
Hey, got right to the end. Actually, what amazed me though is you actually had so many questions. I don't think I've got that many questions for you.
Okay.
So, same thing, same theme, and the tables turn. Would you say you were obsessed with Doctor Who?
I would say that.
Even more mad on it than the Master is for the destruction of Earth?
Probably.
Do you think the Sontarans are the best ever villains?
I think the Zygons are.
That's what I was going to ask you next. Who is then?
The Zygons.
Zygons. Really?
I believe so.
Where do you think Invasion of Time ranks as a Sontarans episode?
Near the middle.
Do you think it's better than the Sontaran stratagem?
I do, yes.
Is that
No!
Yes! Decoy. Do you know, I didn't even catch you say that.
No!
So there we have it. It's 1-1.
1-1.
1-1. Decoy rules for the week. Yes, it must be the beard. The victorious beard.
So next time, whenever it is that we're going to do that again, will be the deciding round. But so far it's 1 to me, 1 to Deco.
There we go. Thanks so much for joining us on this week's Behind the Sofa. Can you remember what we got next time? Because I can't.
Well, next time we are going to be reviewing because we haven't done it yet, the final 3 episodes of Series 9.
There we have it.
So should we advertise a few things?
Yeah, let's advertise a couple of bits.
The last episode of Behind the Sofa on Case of Androzani is up there. The latest episode of the podcast,
Doctor Who Time and Space,
which will probably be our episode on like Fear Her and stuff.
I think it probably will, yeah.
Yeah, you can see up there. And our final and my merchandise review of December 2015. I don't think I've advertised.
Yeah, you have.
It.
Yeah.
Have I?
No, I can remember linking it.
Oh, okay, no, not that then.
There's probably enough links.
I don't think I need anything
No,
else.
I think that's enough for this week.
But thank you for watching, guys. Next week we will be back for more.
Feel free to subscribe.
And hopefully, maybe I'll do like a Tom Baker figure home, or maybe we'll do a little discussion next time. No, maybe we won't actually, because there's 3 episodes to discuss next.
Yeah, I think we'll have quite a lot
Maybe
to
that'll
go
be in
to.
the next episode.
Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed being with us on the sofa rather than behind it.
Deagle's amazing win.
Yes, I'm going to be celebrating that all night now. In fact, I'm going to dance around.
I've got to turn off before he goes on.
So I'm going to be gloating all evening. Thanks so much for joining us.
I'm going to be gloating in a bad way.
We will see you soon.
And we will see you once I've killed Deagle. Thank you for watching Behind the Sofa. Make sure to subscribe for more Doctor Who videos and lots more. We will be back for another video soon. So, keep watching, keep subscribing, and keep loving Who. Goodbye!